What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, we're gonna be ranking the top 100 players in all of NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, just want to start off by saying I'm probably gonna miss out on some of the top players in the game, so let's just go, for example, if let's say Artis Gilmore missed the list, which he doesn't because he's on the list. But if a guy like Artis Gilmore misses the list, obviously he's a top 100 player. I just missed out on him. Just kind of want to clarify that. But, you know, for the most part, guys, the top 100 is the elite of the elite. Each and every one of these top 100 cards are probably cards that somebody in this video watching uses and definitely can be used still to this day. Again, this is my opinion. Came up with 100 of them, so should be a decently long and informative video. If you are balling on a budget, need some good suggestions, check out the video. If you are, looking for the top cards of the game, again, perfect. If you just want to see my opinion on each and every one of these cards, there you guys go as well. But before we dive into it, if you are new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 90,000 subscribers. So starting off at number 100, the last player to make the cut is the Dark Matter Ja Morant card. I feel like this is my opinion. I have not given Ja Morant enough respect. And obviously he's the Moments of the Month card, and he's just one of these cards in 2K that a lot of people don't necessarily use or hype up. But he's a free card with quick dribble style and the Kobe sides of escape. Now, I know he's got the Paul George base, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I know defensively he's not the greatest, but he still's got 82 interior, which is not horrible. Again, I don't love Ja Morant. I don't think he's a top 5 point guard in the game. Definitely not. But if you're looking at Ja Morant and looking for a budget point guard, and he is grindable, he's not bad in 2K. Coming in at number 99 is Bob Pettit. Now, DBG tried hyping up the Diamond Bob Pettit when he first came out, and look, guys, it was just all for a lost cause. But the Galaxy Opal Bob Pettit is decent. I mean, you look at the defense to start it off with these defensive Hall of Famers, some good defensive stats in here, great shooting badges, set shot 14 on quick, fundamental dribble style. He's got a lot going for him. He's not going to handle the ball great, but he's going to knock down shots, play decent enough defense. Obviously not worth the price because he is his 75th anniversary. But let's say you locked in that set, then Bob Pettit is definitely usable. Coming in at number 99. 98, Galaxy Opal Zach LaVine. A card that a lot of people just talked about right away. Nobody really talks about him anymore. Now, Zach LaVine, based on normal timing, it's one of those things that, is it great? No, but if you're used to it, you're used to it, and it still is going to be easy to time, easy to green. The thing about Zach LaVine I don't like is his player build. A lot of people talk about Steph Curry's never going to be good on defense. It's the same thing for Zach LaVine. His defensive player build just doesn't allow the card to be very good. Coming in at number 97 here, Pistol Pete Maravich. I know, guys, you guys are going to be mad at me that Pistol Pete is not higher. But I'm going to ask you guys this, okay? Outside of him being 6'5", does he really do anything else on the court for you? I mean, I get it. Ray Allen based on normal timing, yes, you should be able to green wide opens, but it's going to be hard to get that release off. Has quick instead of shifty, no Kobe sides of escape. The card lacks a lot. You're lucky you guys complained enough to get him on this list, but I'm not very high on Pistol Pete Maravich. Coming in here at number 96, we got Andre Kirilenko. And it's kind of surprising that AK is this low, but here's the deal. You're still getting a 3-and-D guy with Andre Kirilenko. Not the best card in the game anymore. Base 98 on normal timing's not great. Base dribble style, not ideal. But the moment we get a new AK, that is going to have base 98 on very quick, probably very quick dribble style, stuff like that, then obviously you're going to be able to do some things with AK-47. Again, not the card I'm probably highest on. Obviously, he's down here at 96 for a reason, but he still definitely deserves to make the list. And number 95, pretty similar card to Andre Kirilenko, is Larry Nance. Again, you look at the stats, look at the badges, very similar to a guy like Andre Kirilenko. Jump shot 21 on normal timing is, not great, but not horrible. I don't want to sit here and say that Larry Nance is good or that Larry Nance is bad, but one thing I will say is, here's the deal. When you look at Larry Nance, you look at AK-47, it's preference based. It really is. That's why they went back to back, because I don't know who I'm supposed to make the case of. Who's the better player between those two? At number 94, let's plug in Galaxy Opal Jarrett Allen. 6'1", 7'5" wingspan, hot spots from both corners. 15 on favors, 18 on gold, 82 3-ball, decent speed, lateral quickness is all okay. The thing I like about Jarrett Allen is his defensive badges. Again, can play him at power forward. And when the card first came out, we didn't have a lot of great centers in the game, so he kind of provided something different. But for this stage, he's very, very mediocre. He doesn't do anything extremely well. Even defensively, it's just okay, I would say, with decently low speed, acceleration, vertical. He's just an okay center in the game. If you like Jarrett Allen, definitely usable at that, though. Number 93, Tyler Hansbrough. Now, when North Carolina was playing in the NCAA tournament finals, I honestly, I was like, dang, man, it's sad. It's sad for the fact that Tyler Hansbrough, that's what I liked Hansbrough. I like North Carolina. I like, Ty Loss and Danny Green in the squad. But this card is really good. And maybe he's too low on this list. Maybe he should be like a top 70-ish card. Base 38 on quick, great tendencies, really good stats. I don't know why I'm not higher on Tyler Hansbrough when you look at the card. I just don't know. Maybe it's the fact that he's only 6'10", and it's tough because the power forward position is loaded. I don't know. Maybe I should be higher on Tyler Hansbrough objectively, especially seeing who's at 92. But my question is Tyler Hansbrough better than Pascal Siakam? 92 is Pascal Siakam, and it's hard. You can make the case either way. Siakam might be a little bit better defensively. Hansbrough's got the better release, better tendencies. I just think both these cards definitely belong, probably where they're at. 92, 93, maybe they both should be moved up into the 80s. It's just hard because, again, the top 100 cards are the elite of the elite. At 91, Isaac Bonga. Now, however you pronounce it, I don't really care. All I care about is that you put respect on Bonga's name. The dude can defend, the dude can shoot. He can handle the ball a little bit. He's just not going to be that primary ball handler, right? With fundamental dribble style, pro side. Like, he just doesn't do a lot outside of being a spot-up shooter and able to hold it down in the defensive end of the court. The good thing is he's 6'8", so at least he can hold it down defensively, but Bonga's just okay in 2K. I'm not going to gas up the card any more than that. Coming in one step higher at number 90 is Pink Diamond John Wall. You guys might think I'm too low on the card, and I'm okay with that. But here's the deal. I run some cards over John Wall in my no money spent, and maybe I should give John Wall a tryout. Maybe I should, because maybe he deserves that. Really good stats, decent badges. The thing that scares me is a low interior, low block, low strength. That's what scares me with John Wall. John Wall based on quick dribble style. The dude does have a lot going for him. And again, maybe he's a card I need to try more on my no money spent, because he could be a top 70-ish card in the game. There's no doubt about it. But my question is, how can I sit here and say John Wall is better than Chauncey? I just don't think you can. I just don't think you can make the argument that John Wall is better than Chauncey. Base 98 on very quick dribble style, Kobe size of escape, Scotty behind the back, great stats and badges. Yes, John Wall is a little bit taller, but that's the only thing he's going to do better than Chauncey Billups outside of dunking the ball. Now, again, I don't dunk the ball that much, and so maybe that's just me, but if you are, dunk man, you like contacts, then John Wall is going to be better than Chauncey Billups. There's no doubt about it. At number 88, Pink Diamond Eddie Curry. I'll be the first to say, I do not love Eddie Curry's stats. I do not love Eddie Curry's badges. I do love base 38 on very quick, as well as some decent dribble six. So again, not going to dribble the air out of the ball or anything with Eddie Curry, but he just gives you a little bit more because of these better sigs. 81 3-ball, not great. Gonna probably have to apply a shoot or something to improve that, but his 3-ball and shooting badges make up for it. Eddie Curry solid in 2K. Again, a card that's probably going to be relevant. Not this card, but when Eddie Curry gets a better card, he's probably going to be relevant in end game. At number 87 here, we're going to plug in Karl-Anthony Towns. This is a card I had no idea where to plug in, and it all comes down to his bad release. If he had a better release, I'd be super high on the card. Bad release, really good shooting badges, really good defensive badges. I still do think he's one step ahead of Eddie Curry, just because I think defensively he is that little bit better, but that's my opinion on Big Cat. I wish I could put him higher. I just simply can't. At number 86, Opal Thurl Bailey. 6'11", 7-foot wingspan, 54 base badges. Now the problem is he came out in a time in which you can't apply badges to these Evo cards. So what you get with Thurl is what you get. You get what you get and you don't have a fit. Y'all ever heard of that? That's what you get with Thurl Bailey. You can't apply any badges to him, so the Limitless, the Deadeye, the handles for days, all those that you might want on the card, he just doesn't get, as well as having jump shot 22 on that normal timing. First time was extremely good. That time was nearly 2 months ago, though. Maybe one of the bigger letdowns was Paul George. I think he came out in that exact same set, but I mean, the thing is, he's barely better than Thurl Bailey, and Thurl Bailey was so much cheaper. I mean, it's really preference between Paul George, between Thurl Bailey. More normal timing. I get he's going to handle the ball better. Just not that high on this Paul George card. Coming in at number 84 on my list is Carmelo Anthony. Melo in 2K is a card that came out literally maybe a week or two before 250. And a lot of people like this card, especially on next gen. Had the normal leaner. You look at the shooting badges were incredible. And a lot of people liked Melo because of what they did with the pink diamond Carmelo. Obviously, level 40 pink diamond was really good for his time. Shooting wise, playmaking wise, really solid. The problem is, I get defensive stats were great, but what about the defensive badges for Carmelo Anthony? Just weren't great all the way around. Melo was solid in 2K for his time, but again, time's a while ago, coming in at number 84. Number 83, we're going to plug in Kenyon Martin. Card literally came out, I think, the Friday of the 250K tournament. I didn't use him, but some people probably did, and if you did, I get why. I mean, jump shot 75 on quick. Great defender in general. Had the Hall of Fame quick first step, catch and shoot corner specialist. He's the definition of a 3-and-D power forward in my team. That's the definition of Kenyon Martin. The problem is he can't play small forward. At power forward, 6'9" is a little bit undersized. He's just a better Pascal Siakam. And when I was talking about guys like Tyler Hansbrough, this is why Tyler Hansbrough was where he was on the list. Coming in here at number 82, Galaxy Opal Evan Mobley. Now, leading up to 250, I played with Evan Mobley just a couple of games, and I was like, oh my gosh, this card is it. And then the more I play with him, the more I was like, okay, he's pretty limited in what he can do. Jump shot 84, normal timing for this card. Defensively was absolutely elite. And I want to clarify, Evan Mobley on the defensive end was so elite because of his player model, long wingspan, and that's what I liked about him. He could shoot and play defense. It's basically all this version of Evan Mobley could do, though. At number 81. One of the newer cards, can play small forward, Danny Manning. This card is solid all the way around. I mean, we'll see a lot of small forwards like this stat-wise, but at 6'10", he's, kind of unique. Jump shot forward, quick timing is pretty solid. Good defender, Hall of Fame quick first step, catch, shoot, corner specialist. Just all the way around, Danny Manning is very, very, very solid in 2K. Not as solid as this guy, though. Galaxy Opal LeBron James. This might come as a surprise to a lot of guys. The card came out at the end of December, but I love LeBron. And you guys are going to be asked, Ty, why do you like LeBron so much? My answer is pretty simple. The reason I like LeBron James so much is because of his defensive player model. There is no better on-ball defender in the game than the dark matter LeBron. And why? It's because of his player model and his player build. Take it for what you want. LeBron James Galaxy Opal at number 80. Number 79, Dark Matter, Gary Payton. Again, I didn't go for this card. I kind of regret it because on current gen, he probably would have played in 250 for me. Probably not, to be honest with you, because the point guards you guys are going to see higher, higher on this list are better than Gary. But Gary gets massively disrespected. I will say the difference between 79 on my list and like 40 is not very large. So just kind of know that you could have Gary in your top 50, and I wouldn't blink an eye on it. The only problem I have with Gary is jump shot 40 on normal timing. That's the only problem I have with Gary Payton. At number 79, another player from Bracket Busters, Christian Laettner. He still plays on my No Money Spent squad. Why? He shoots the ball well. He plays good defense. That's all he does for me. He doesn't dribble the ball. He rebounds the ball decently, plays good D, and he shoots the ball well. Outside of that, for Christian Laettner, I don't ask him to do too much. At number 77, Galaxy Opal, Danny Granger. 6'9", 7'1" wingspan. I feel like this card was one of the most underrated players for his specific time. Came out on January 14th. And if you would have got him day one, I know that was the day we got KD, but if you would have got him day one, this card, his longevity was solid. More than anything, because he was ahead of his time with the normal leaner. In my gameplay, if you go back and watch it, I basically greened all my leaners with Danny Granger. The dude was basically unstoppable. 6'9" at the small forward was really good, really versatile. Danny Granger was massively underrated for his time. This one's going to make a lot of people, probably in watching this video, mad. Coming in at number 76, Magic Johnson. Why is he so low for me, you guys might ask? Well, here's the deal. He doesn't really fit my playstyle. If he fits your playstyle, do what you guys got to do, man. Do what you got to do. He has all these playmaking badges, but you can't really dribble the ball too well with him. Magic's dribble style, Magic base on quick. I just don't think he gives you that much. I know defensively he's going to be really solid, but on the offensive end of the court, I just don't see it for Magic Johnson. And you guys might be mad at me for this one too. Coming in at 75 is Shaquille O'Neal. I get it. Defensive stats, defensive badges are awesome, are outstanding. He has a 55 three ball. If you want an inside big, get Shaq. Okay, cool. Nobody wants an inside big. Nobody wants a big that you just have to go in the interior with 24/7. I get defensively he's good. Has base dribble style. I just don't see it with Shaq. I just don't. Kobe's size of escape allows for him, if he gets a card in the future, to be really cheesy. I just don't see it with this Shaq card. Maybe it's me, but I don't see it. 74, we are going to plug in Galaxy Opal Paul Millsap. And that's why I don't feel like that's a disrespectful place to have Shaq. It's because it's like we got Galaxy Opal Paul Millsap up next to can literally do it all. I love Paul Millsap on the court. I didn't grind for him. But again, if I had Paul Millsap, I would be using Paul Millsap. Good release, really good stats, really good badges. Just a super complete card coming in at number 74. Number 73, basically the opposite of Paul Millsap, is an absolute cheese ball in Hedo Turkoglu. I can't sit up here and talk about a Hedo Turkoglu who's super complete on both ends of the court. I can, though, talk about a Hedo Turkoglu with a quick release, really quick, normal leaner, shifty dribble style, Kobe size of escape, in a card that, look, on next gen is still really good for his price. I'm just throwing that out there. If you need a really good small forward, go ahead and get Hedo. The problem with Hedo is there's just other better budget small forwards in the game. Hedo is still very, very solid for what he is, though. At number 72, Galaxy Opal, Chris Webber. 6'9", 7'3", wingspan, really good badge-wise, decent stats. The thing about it is his defensive badges are way better than his defensive stats, which I've always said badges matter more than stats, which does hold true, especially if you give him like Monty Williams. Let's just say you got Monty Williams. It's going to definitely help him out a lot. You get the speed to a 92, interior to a 90, perimeter to a 93. It's going to compete way better than on the defensive end of the court. Jump shot 22 on quick timing. Y'all remember last year, didn't we get a Chris Webber with Rudy's base? Did we not get a Chris Webber with Rudy's base? That was the lock-in. Did he not have Rudy's base? Maybe he had Kemba's base. I just remember we got a Chris Webber with a little better release, so that's kind of what I was thinking about and having flashbacks of. At number 71, Joel Embiid. A card I never loved, but I respected because I played against Joel Embiid and he could knock down shots in the pick and pop, had decent speed, decent defensive badges. Cards just can do it all. And I mean, people ran Shaq over this card in 250, which I would have never done, but everybody falls in love with those inside bigs. I personally don't. Joel Embiid, I'm still pretty sure is over expensive, too expensive for what he should be, but very solid in 2K. Coming in at number 70, Galaxy Opal Dolph Schayes, 6'8", 7'1", wingspan, hot spots from everywhere outside of the top. The key 60 base badges, just a better version of Tyler Hansbrough. Now, I know Hansbrough is a little bit taller, but outside of that, people are going to like Dolph more. It's just that simple. Shifty dribble style, base 38 on quick. Everybody loved the Pink Diamond Dolph. Sadly, this is one of the most over-expensive cards in the game. Like, overpriced, I should say. Like, nobody should ever have this Galaxy Opal Dolph unless you lock in that set. Coming in here at number 69 is one of the most interesting players in the game in Elgin Baylor. Why? Well, because he's not a traditional shooting guard. He's one of those cards that if you put him on ball, I think you're going to have a lot of success with. 6'5", so mismatch expert's not going to get activated. He does have quick dribble style. I just don't like his half-court dribble style, or dribble 6. Brook Lopez base on quick is smooth. If he had like the Kobe size of escape, more people would be talking about that Elgin Baylor card. A card I had no idea where to put is Marc Gasol. I just had no idea where to put Marc Gasol. Now, hear me out. Here's why I put Marc Gasol above guys like Shaq, above a guy like Joel Embiid. Okay? First things first, he's 7'1", okay? Taller than Joel Embiid. Combine that with the only real downfall with Marc Gasol is his speed, which Look, if you have Don or Mon, you can boost the speed, you can boost the perimeter, then it's no longer a worry. Combine that set shot 18 on quick. Now, I used to hate set shot 18. I'm getting more and more used to it. It's fine. Hall of Fame bullet passer, again, not gonna get mashed at 7-1. He was underrated for his time, and if you did lock him into the token market, you got a really good card in Marcus. So Cameron Reddish up here at number 67. I'm not gonna call Cam Reddish a letdown because he's not. He's still a really good budget card. The problem is he came out with a card who should have just never been released in the game that we will get to later on. 6'8", 7-foot wingspan, hot spots for everywhere outside of the top of the key. Low interior, but he makes up for it because he's 6'8", really solid on the defensive end of the court. Again, I just do not love the Paul George base in general, and that is why Cam Reddish is not super high on this list. Still above Paul George, though, every day of the week. I know there's a dark matter KD, but he is horrible. I don't know what 2K is doing with dynamic ratings. The Galaxy Opal Kevin Durant here coming in at number 66. 97 3 ball, 95 speed acceleration, 94 lateral quickness. Good shooting badges, solid enough defensively. Hall of Fame quick chain, quick first step. KD based on normal timing, is it slow? For today's game, sure. It was fine back in the day though. You know, back a while ago, it was fine, but still. KD is very solid in 2K, as you guys can see. 60 total base badges for the card. Very, very solid all the way around. Coming in at number 65. Pink Diamond Terry Dishinger. Now, don't jump to conclusions yet. Somebody asked me the other day, Ty, who is a good budget shooting guard? And yes, we got guys like Cam Reddish. But look at the shooting guards in 2K. It's not a super strong position. I think a lot of people overlook that. It's just not a super strong position. And I do think Pink Diamond Terry is more deserving than anybody for this 65th spot because of that. I feel like small forward, power forward is really deep. Shooting guard's not. Has quick dribble style. Scotty behind the back. Rudy base on quick. He's just really solid all the way around and can hold it down, especially because he is 6'7". Number 64, Anthony Davis, power forward card. A card that came super duper close to playing in the 250K tournament for me. He just didn't. And people still love this Anthony Davis and swear by this card. He's just a little outdated. 80 base, normal timing, slash dribble style, but he still defensively is a top defensive power forward in the game. Again, 80 had his time. I wish his base still was on quick, then people would run the card. He's just, the time is not now. 63 here. We got Tony Kukoc point guard card. A card who I honestly can say I've never used. And it's crazy for me to have him this high if I've never used him. But Kobe size of escape, fundamental dribble style is fine. Maybe I did a gameplay with him. Maybe I used it. I think I did use him somewhere. I just can't remember where. But card is just overall solid. If you do need a budget point guard, Tony definitely can hold it down. Brook Lopez base on quick. Solid enough defensively. Solid enough offensively. 56 base badges. Tony is definitely very solid and deserving of the 63rd spot. 62. Dark Matter Trace McGrady. We're starting to see some of these cards that almost played in 250 but just didn't quite make the cut for me. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. Another card with the Kobe size of escape. Does have slash dribble style, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Trey Burke based on normal timing. Defensively, really good stats. Problem is defensive badges aren't great. Now, again, we're talking about the base cards here. So, obviously, if you have a 95 Hall of Fame badge T-Mac, like a 36 Hall of Fame badge T-Mac, he's going to be really solid if he is badged up on that defensive end of the court. Coming in at 61, James Harden. James Harden first came out, everybody was like, oh my gosh, this card's going to play in 250K, this card's going to be this card's going to be that. And I hate to break it to y'all, but James Harden kind of didn't live up to everybody's expectations. Still has a really good dunk package that is nearly impossible to block, but his release is slow, his movement's just mid, and on the defensive end of the court, he's just not very good. At number 60, Galaxy Opal Wilt Chamberlain. The reason Wilt Chamberlain is above Shaq, couple of things. I like Wilt's player build more, and Wilt gives you somewhat of an ability to shoot the ball. I probably would not shoot with Wilt, but he gives you the ability, gives you the badges, gives you the 69 3-ball. With a shoe, with the coach, you can get that to an 80 if you run the right coach. I'm just saying, I think Wilt gives you that little bit more than Shaq. That's why he's here at number 60. At number 59, DeMarcus Cousins. If you're asking me who I'd rather run in my center position right now, I would say Wilt Chamberlain. But look, I'm not a biased person, and I get DeMarcus Cousins is objectively better than a guy like Will Chamberlain. I'm not high on Boogie. I just respect him enough to put him at number 59. Number 58, Reggie Lewis. Again, a card who I never loved. And the reason I didn't love Reggie is just Luka's size, but I don't love. Scotty behind the back is great. Kemba's base on quick. He's good. Reggie Lewis is extremely good. I just never found my flow with him. I got him off the clutch time wheel spin pretty early on. I badged him up. I think I put a shoe on him because I thought he was going to be literally Zeus. And he just kind of, not to say he was bad, he just wasn't that next level good for me. At number 57, lock and reward Dwight Howard. Now, I want to start off talking about Dwight Howard by saying I hope you guys didn't lock him in. But if you did lock him in, you got maybe the best defensive power forward still to this day. I mean, he defensively is legit, okay? He is on the defensive end of the court. Offensively, 74 3-ball. I just hate his release. If you can get his release down and green with his release, you can do a lot of good things with D12. Problem is, I just wasn't ever able to get his release down to a science, even while using him on some other accounts, because I obviously didn't lock in the card. 56, Galaxy up with Jason Tatum. You guys might be like, Ty, you like Jason Tatum over a guy like Kevin Durant? I personally do. And the reason is, I just think defensively, he gives you that little bit more. Offensively, I like his release just that little bit more. KD's going to do some other things well, but his release in the defense is why I like Jason Tatum more. I grinded for Jason Tatum. Surprisingly, Ty grinded for something. And he was my backup or starting small forward for a very long time. He really was. And you guys can go back and check the receipts. Jason Tatum was my starting small forward or backup small forward for quite a while. Getting closer to 50, coming in at number 55. Where's he at? Why do I not see Gallinari? There he is, Danilo Gallinari. Basically the exact opposite of Tatum. Tatum's gonna, have all these perimeter defensive badges. Gallo's just gonna play lanes, but Gallo's gonna shoot the ball better, shifty dribble style. He's just a little bit better. Now again, he's on boards, and if you do get Gallo, you got a top 60 player right now in my team. And what more do you honestly want for a free card? Again, release-wise, I love for Gallo. I like his height. Just think he's pretty limited as an overall card. A card that I think is one of the most underrated cards in the entire game, coming in at number 54, is Morris Peterson. I did a gameplay right away, and I said Morris Peterson is like that in my team. Now, I might have made a ridiculous statement saying he's better than certain cards, but I do like Morris Peterson. Kobe's size up is important, okay? Does have the hard behind the back, which is fine. Shifty dribble style, base 14 on quick. I probably should have had Mo Pete as a top 50 card in my team. I probably should have. I didn't, but I probably should have. If you did grind triple threat offline, all those wins, you got a solid Morris Peterson card. Coming in here at number 53, Galaxy Opal, Sharif Abdur-Rahim. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, hot spots from both corners and the left slot, 88 3-ball, 90 speed, good interior perimeter. It's just an overall really good card in my team. Jump shot 81 on quick, fundamental dribble style. Again, I can't sit here and say I love Sharif, but as an overall card, Sharif is very solid in my team. And again, I got Sharif, I'm pretty sure, on my road to 250, but I just do not use the card. Here's where things kind of shift, okay? Evan Mobley's diamond card coming in at number 52. Now, a lot of people watching this video are going to be like, what? He's an absolute cheeseball. And guys, you are 100% correct. 100% correct. But you guys need to hear me out. Evan Mobley on the defensive end of the court is not great. And I'm not trying to sit here and say Evan Mobley's bad defensive. I'm just saying he's not great. When you talk about badges, right? Pick dodger, pickpocket, rim, brick wall, chase down artist. He doesn't have those on Hall of Fame. He is basically the exact same defensively as this card. The only real differences are on the offensive end. This one's gonna make a few more plays, have his release on quick. And I just don't love Evan Mobley at my shooting guard. I just don't. He can't play, or he can't really play make. And that's why I'm not super high on him. Defensively, I get it, guys. He's great. I'm not standing here and saying he's bad. I'm just saying it's not that much of an upgrade over the Galaxy Opal defensively. If he had pick dodger, pickpocket, chase down, all those badges, then I might be a little bit higher on Evan Mobley. Coming in at number 51, my last player not in the top 50 cards is Arvydas Sabonis. And you guys might be like, Ty, are you crazy? Look, here's the deal. Arvydas Sabonis is fine. The problem is, guys, Would I rather use Arvydas Sabonis or John Wall? Probably John Wall. Arvydas Sabonis is 7'3", but he can't move. He's not good on D, and that's the problem. He's just okay in my team, but I'm not super high on the card. So that's our first 50, okay? It's our first 50 right there. Got through it in about 30 minutes, maybe a little less. Now we're going to our top 50. Starting with the pink diamond Cazzie Russell. 6'5", 6'8", wingspan. Hot spots from everywhere outside of the top 50. If you know about Cazzie, you know. Quick dribble style, Kobe's size of escape, jump shot 3 on quick. What more do you want me to say? I never used Cazzie Russell. I kind of wish, going back, I would have used Cazzie Russell or would have got him and used him because I've seen how cheesy, man, some of these jump shot 3 cards can be, and we'll get to there. Coming in at number 49 here, Cincinnati's Pal. If you grinded for Cincinnati's Pal in MyTEAM Unlimited, you got a really good card. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Cincinnati's is the best small forward in the game. I'm not going to sit here and gas Cincinnati's overly. But a lot of people love this card as maybe one of the top small forwards in the entire game, which I get it. I mean, stat-wise, he's there. If you don't like height, like I would rather run maybe a 6'9" guy here, 6'8", with more length than Cincinnati's. But if you're fine at 6'7", I put him on ball. He's just fine. Cincinnati's is very solid in my team. All these cards are good because Shawn Kemp at number 48 seems absolutely absurd. 6'10", 7'1" wingspan, hot spots from both corners. But again, there's really no flaws in Shawn Kemp. Quick dribble style, Kobe's size of escape at the power forward position. I don't love his release, but everything else about Shawn Kemp, you just gotta love. I mean, everything else is lovable for Shawn Kemp. I mean, good enough. I can't say good release, but okay release. Quick dribble style. He's an absolute cheese ball at that power forward position. Number 47. I'm sorry for everybody that grinded Ray Allen, and I'm one of them, but the card is mid. There's cards for 5,000 MT better than Ray Allen. And that's the sad truth. It's just the sad truth. 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. He's solid. If you love Ray Allen, you can hoop with Ray. Ray Allen based on quick, shifty dribble style, you can hoop with him. Because shooting the ball, he's going to be just fine. He's just not great in my team. Good, right? Good. He's 47th good, but he's not great. A card I really didn't know where to plug in is Pink Diamond Jimmy Butler. I'm plugging him in at number 46 because hear me out. If you want to run a lineup like, let's say this is your lineup, okay? You got Sabonis at the 1. You want to run Scottie at the 2. Scottie Pippen at the 2. Let's say at the 3 you want to run Rudy. At the 4 you run Jimmy Butler. That's fine. You got enough size out there to do so. And with Jimmy Butler, statistically speaking, you get one of the best cards in the game. Statistically speaking. Name another card with a 93 ball, 92 speed, 96 lateral quickness, and 92 interior. I guarantee that list is about 5 or less. I almost guarantee it. With these defensive badges, Jimmy Butler is his own, okay? He's got 15 Hall of Famers, 0 finishing badges. He's got 11 total defensive badges. On the defensive end of the court, he might be the best pure lock in the entire game, obviously, besides LeBron James. Number 45 here, Kristaps Porzingis. Again, I love Kristaps Porzingis more than everybody else. Objectively speaking, though, he is not any better than this, okay? From the base Kristaps, he's not any better. Now, he's still 7'3". For a card that came out in the middle of January, he is still really, really solid. And that just goes to show you how important height is in my team. The most controversial one probably on this entire list is this guy right here. Amethyst Trey Murphy. I like Trey Murphy over Tracy McGrady every single day of the week. Why? First of all, Trey Burke based on quick, okay? That's the first thing. Shifty dribble style is the second thing. Now, outside of that, I think defensively, he's just as good, if not better. Now, again, these are all my personal opinion. I love Trey Murphy. He plays for me and will continue to play for me. I love his length. The wingspan, I promise you, lies because his player build is ridiculous. Trey Murphy is him in my team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's just not. I'm sorry. Coming in at number 43, Galaxy Opal Kevin Garnett, a guy that played in 250 for me. Now, I shouldn't have probably played him objectively, but he played for me, and he was fine. The problem is he gets bad dunk anties. His release is on the slower side of things, and that's really it. Now, I wish for something. I wish that they would keep KG's release this, and objectively, I wish they would have changed it to set shot 14, because if he had set shot 14 on quick, he'd be higher than this. And I apologize for doing that, guys. It's my fault, but I thought this release would be just fine. It still is just a little slow in my opinion. Number 42, I'm gonna plug in Jalen Rose. Now here's the hard part. It's because when I said Gary Payton was at like what, number 80? I mean, guys, we got guys like Dwight Howard at 57. It's just really where I think they are, where I rank them. Gary Payton's just not very tall. And I like Jalen Rose's ability to have that quick dribble style quite a bit. Jump shot 32 on normal timing. Not cheesy, not, overly crazy. But it is pretty easy to time, pretty easy to green. Problem with Jalen Rose is he just needs a lot of badges. He needs Chef, needs Limitless, needs that Sniper, needs Hyperdrive, needs Chase Down, needs Intimidator, needs Menace, needs Rim. Needs all these badges, and you really got to pick and choose what to give Jalen Rose. Number 41, a card I like just a little tad bit more than Jalen Rose, is the Galaxy Opal Lonzo Ball. It really is preference-based, but it starts with the Kobe size of escape. That's where it starts with Lonzo, okay? Again, defensively, I think he's going to be just that little bit better than a guy like Jalen Rose. They're basically opposites, but I do slightly prefer Lonzo Ball. Cracking our top 40. Wreck-It Ralph Sampson coming in here at number 40. I like Ralph, man. Again, I think he's just a mini Yao Ming. You can debate it if he's better than Yao Ming or not. I don't think he is, and the reason I don't think he's better than Yao is because of the release. I mean, I think Yao's set shot 8 is way smoother than the set shot 17. But again, that's my personal opinion on things. I grinded for Ralph. He's my starting center of my no money spent, and I have no problem with Ralph at all. Again, if you come in at number 40, you're probably pretty good. A card I don't like very much is DeMar DeRozan. Again, everybody's gonna be like, but Ty, you said DeMar DeRozan's not good. Now he's a top 40 card. Well, here I need to let you guys in on something. Let you guys in on a little secret, okay? Right now, guys, DeMar DeRozan is what? 35,000 MT. And that is cool and all. But when I got guys that are way cheaper and way better, or just as cheap and way better than DeMar DeRozan, there's no reason for me to hype him up. Everybody thought DeMar DeRozan was going to be next level good, and simply put, he's not. He's okay in my team, sure, he's fine, but that's why he's at number 39. Because he's solid in my team, just not next level good. His price has went down quite a bit, though. Tim Duncan up next, 6'11", 7'2", wingspan, hotspots from both corners. Defensively, Tim Duncan gets the job done. The question mark is, Tim Duncan's based on very quick. Do you guys like that? Do you guys not like that? It's really personal preference. I think it's okay. Not a release I love, but again, I just think it is okay in my team. Really good all around big. It just depends how much you do value defense to run Tim Duncan. But really, really solid for his value. Scotty Barnes up next. Here at number 37. I think it's a perfect place for him. I mean, really solid all the way around defensively. Problem is he's only 6'7". Why did they not make him 6'8" like the Dynamics ratings cards? I don't know. Only 6'7". Again, still really solid on the defensive end of the court. You evo him up. Does end up getting John Wall based on very quick shift dribble style. Kobe escape. Scotty behind the back. He's solid in my team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Coming in here at number 36. Kobe Bryant, Dark Matter card. Better on current gen than next gen. Just want to clarify that. But he is good on both gens. Really, really good. I can't wait till we get a really good Kobe with a, release on very quick stuff like that. Dribble style is just fine for Kobe. Again, I'll wait for the better Kobe. This Kobe did his thing for a couple of months. Yao Ming here at number 35. Again, I didn't have Yao super high. I didn't have Ralph super high. It's just my personal preference. Now, do I like Yao more than Ralph? I think so, and it really all comes down to the release. But Ralph is literally nearly just as good. It's really one of those things. If you got Yao, he's kind of a slept on level 40 reward because the card is still a top 35 card in the game a season later. And that's kind of crazy to think about. Number 34, I'm going to plug in Jeremy Grant here. A card who doesn't get talked about a lot, but I do think, and hear me out, I do think he is a little bit better version of Scotty Barnes, okay? Quick dribble style, Kobe size of escape. You guys can hate me if you want. I just think Jeremy Grant's a little bit better version of Scotty Barnes. At number 33, gonna plug in Galaxy Opal Klay Thompson. Now, this is just the base Klay where you don't get any Hall of Fame quick first step. I still think he is a top 33 card in the game, and that's where I'm putting him. Still a solid release, shifty dribble style, Kobe size of escape. Klay can move in my team. There's no questioning that. Number 32, Big Ben Wallace. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. Hot spots from both corners. I will say, I struggle to green with Ben Wallace sometimes. I just want to clarify that. But you give him catch and shoot. You give him a corner specialist. You should knock down shots with him if you have a coach like Monty Williams. The thing I like about Ben, 15 Hall of Famers, all of them are defensively. He might be, next to LeBron, one of the top defensive players in the entire game. I like him more as small forward than shooting guard because, I mean, playmaking, he's not going to give you too much. Really quick release, decently easy to green. Ben Wallace is really solid in my team. A card I didn't know where to rank, guys, is Giannis Antetokounmpo. How am I supposed to rank this card? It's one of those things with Giannis, okay? It's one of those things. You gotta be really good to like this card. You do. You gotta be really good to like this card. Giannis based on quick is incredible. Maybe one of the top releases in the game. Solid enough defensively. But again, he is a power forward, small forward, and we got a better version of Giannis. So that's why he came in at 31, but I really didn't know where to rank him. Now, cracking the top 30 is a card that should not be as good as he is, and that's RJ Barrett. When I talk about Cam Reddish and why he's not necessarily next level good, it's because he came out in the same set as RJ Barrett, and I mean, RJ Barrett is still super cheap. You give him Hall of Fame quick first step, handles for days, hyperdrive, quick chain clamps, interceptor, menace, catch, shoot, post tries, or limitless takeoff. What more do you want? I don't know if I've seen a guard at 6'6" get more paint stops than RJ Barrett. He has such a smooth release. Rudy's based on quick. He's got quick dribble style. Scotty behind the back. Penny combo. I mean, what do you want out of RJ Barrett? I love him. He's probably going to be on my no money spent squad until we get a new RJ Barrett. That's how good this card is. At number 29, cracking the top 30. Bull diamond card here. You guys are going to be like, Ty, what? You still love Bobo? Absolutely. I am in love with Bobo. Now, again, we've seen cards that can play power forward that just have surpassed Bobo. But if you did get a Bobo that is really souped, let's say with 15, 20 Hall of Famers, some defensive, you can make the case he's a top 2 power forward in the game. You definitely can. I love Bobo more than anything because of his player build. At number 28, a card I do not love, Manu Ginobili. And when I say I don't love him, I've used him and I just did not have that much success with him. But I understand. Manu is good. XM base on quick. Scotty behind the back. Really solid all the way around defensively, offensively. Manu Ginobili is obviously a solid card in 2K. Alex English up next at number 27. A card most of you guys probably don't have. Most of you guys have probably never played against Alex English, and me being one of them. Mellow base on quick. Obviously does have the Scotty behind the back. Shifty dribble style. He's solid enough in my team. I mean, he's really, really solid. If you did get Alex English, you got one of the best shooting guards in the entire game. The problem is, he's just so hard to obtain. At number 26 here, Dwayne Wade. 6'4", 6'10" wingspan. Hot spots forever outside of the left slot. 65 base badges, 20 on Hall of Fame sniper, limitless catch and shoot, quick first step, handles for days, dimer. Great defensively as well with 6 Hall of Fame defensive badges. Again, I like Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade base on quick dribble style, Kobe size of escape. He's just got a lot going for him. If only D-Wade had this Scotty behind the back, which he used to have, but still. Dwayne Wade coming in at number 26. Another collector level reward is Karl Malone. Now, I would never tell you guys to grind for Karl Malone. I'd never tell you guys to obviously grind for Alex English. But if you did, you got a good power forward in Karl Malone. Karl Malone base on quick, good release, quick dribble style, Kobe size of escape, absolutely incredible. At the time of 250, he was a top power forward in the game, maybe the best power forward in the game, especially on current gen. Now, a card I might be higher on than most of you guys is Klay Thompson. But when we talk about base cards in my team, Klay is up there. 87 interior, every shooting badge you could ask for. Hall of Fame handles for days. Gold quick first step, but great defensively. Sees a boost in that interior. Now, obviously, the Hall of Fame quick first step Klay of the Galaxy is going to be better than this Klay. But when you compare the base cards side by side, this Klay Thompson deserves 24 on this list. Number 23. Evoed Oscar Robertson. Why do I like Oscar? Let's talk about it. Hall of Fame claims tireless defender, as well as just being a great defensive player in general. Let's talk about the animations. Quick dribble style. Now, I need to get used to, obviously, the Lucas size of escape a little bit more, but jump shot 49 on very quick is just absolutely incredible. We've wanted J.R. Smith this entire year. Obviously, we're not getting him, and this is the closest thing you are going to get to a J.R. Smith. 6'5" at the point guard position. Hall of Fame blinder, catch, shoot, limitless sniper. This card's very good, and I'm excited because I got him on my no money spent, and I can't wait to use him for the near future. Scottie Pippen coming in here on number 22. Maybe one of the cards that I overhyped to the max, but I'm okay with it. Quick dribble style, Scottie behind the back, Kobe size of escape, jump shot 30 on quick is a solid enough release. Tell me why you guys don't like Scottie, and I'll wait, because this card all the way around is a top shooting guard in the game, and I will forever say that on Scottie Pippen. In my opinion, this is the most overrated card in the entire game. Okay? And I'm not saying that as a way of saying like he's bad. I'm not sitting here saying he's bad. But what I am saying is I don't think he's as good as people make him out to be. Okay? Yes, defensively he's fine. Offensively he's fine. Base 98 on quick timing is overrated. Quick dribble style is overrated if you have nothing to go with it and you're 6'10". Danny Ferry is overrated in my team. I don't care what you guys say about it. This card at number 20 is better than him. And that's Thurl Bailey. Now, I know Danny Ferry is easier to get than Thurl, but what I'm saying is I don't even think it's close. I do think it's close, but I think Thurl Bailey defensively does way more for you on the court. And the only reason Danny Ferry is that high is because I know how much other people like him. And when I'm trying to give you guys advice, if other people like him, then you guys are going to like him too. I like Thurl Bailey, though. I got him on my road to 250K team. I guess that's what I call it now, but he's still really, really solid in this game and can be solid until forever. I mean, I can't sit here and say his stats are going to get outdated because that's just simply not true. Number 19, I don't want to put Vince this low, but I got to. I mean, when you compare him to some of the other top shooting guards in the game, I got to have Vince this low. And there's a couple of reasons why, okay? The main reason is the shifty dribble style instead of the quick dribble style. That's the main reason, okay? Outside of that, his kind of drag back is decently slow. And so with the slow drag back, with the shifty dribble style, I just can't put him any higher. You want a guy with the best release in the game, one of the top 3 releases in the game, you're looking at him right here in Vince Carter. And number 18, Artis Gilmore. We're going to see a lot of lock-ins here pretty soon. Artis Gilmore is one of them. Guys, maybe the best defensive big in the game. 7'2". Every defensive badge you could want. Great defensive badges. I just don't seem to struggle against Artis. I don't know what it is, but whenever I play against Artis, it just doesn't seem like he does too much. Here's a controversial one, having Terry Dishinger this high. My thing is this, okay? He's basically an inch taller than Vince Carter. He's got everything that's big. He doesn't have the Kobe size of escape, but he does have Scottie behind the back, quick dribble style, Rudy base on quick. It's just preference whether you prefer Terry or Vince. I think most people would prefer Terry, though, and that's why he is a little bit higher. I honestly think I would prefer Vince, but again, I'm coming at this as unbiased, okay? I'm trying to give you guys the best advice possible. Obviously, Vince is free. Terry's a little bit more pricey. I got Terry at number 17. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. If I would have done this video a week or two ago, Hakeem would have been in the 30s or 40s. I'm doing this video today. Hakeem's at number 16. Why? Why is Hakeem so high? I've been using Hakeem lately when I play wagers on PlayStation, and he dogs everyone. Defensively, offensively, he just dogs everyone. Great. I don't even want to say great release, but I'm going to say it. Good release. I've been greening with him. Defensively, the dude's been playing lights out. He can handle the ball a little bit. I like Hakeem Olajuwon and what he can give. He's still at number 16 because of my past experiences with him. But in the past week, he's played like a top 10 player in the game. A card I'm higher on than nearly anybody else is Rudy Gay. And I'll be the first to admit it. But here's the deal. Quick dribble style, Scottie base, Rudy, or Scottie dribble style, or Scottie behind the back, Rudy base, great stats in general. Just a perfect small forward. That's as easy as I can say, a perfect small forward in 2K. Coming in here at number 14, Galaxy Opal Cade Cunningham. You guys may be like, he's this high above Dwayne Wade. The reason is he's 6'8", guys. 6'8", shifty dribble style, jump shot 80 on quick, Scottie behind the back. I just like Cade in general. I think I've played with him probably more than a lot of people, and I've had so much success with Cade to not be this high on the card. At number 13, Zion Williamson. I don't even know how to start with this because I already know you guys are on me. You guys are mad. Here's the deal with Zion, okay? Here's the deal. Zion is good in my team. And coming in at number 13 is not me slighting Zion. Here's what I'll say, though. Out of 25 Hall of Fame badges, 13 of them are finishing. So that leaves him with 12 other badges, and a lot of them are defensively. So shooting-wise, playmaker-wise, he's not great, okay? He's not great. He is a great defender. He has quick dribble style, Scotty behind the back, but no Kobe size of escape. John Wall is not great. He doesn't move great in the half court. Maybe it's because of his player build. I just don't know. I'm not sold on Zion quite yet. He's still number 13, though. I do think he is a top small forward in the game. But is he better than Anthony Davis? Right now, at the time I'm recording this, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Why? Anthony Davis is 6'10", gives you way more height, way more versatility. Another reason is, at the small forward position, I don't need my guy to do anything outside of knockdown shots, and AD is going to do that. Great tendencies, has his base on quick, Hall of Fame catch and shoot corner specialist. Zion's probably the better overall card, but I've just seemed to have more success with AD at least lately. At 11, a card I've never used, most of you guys will never use, is Clyde Drexler. But if you got the card, you got one of the top point guards in the game, probably a top 3 point guard undisputed in the entire game. Jump shot 5 on quick dribble style, just very solid all the way around. Coming into our top 10. This is why Zion Williamson was so low. I've said it. Okay, I maybe my gameplay was like Zion's maybe the best small forward in the game, and he might be. But my biased opinion, sometimes I use bias, sometimes I don't. In my biased opinion, I like Kawhi Leonard more than Zion Williamson. Why? I don't, first of all, feel like either of them make that many plays for me. I just don't, okay? Release-wise, I think Kawhi's release is easier to green than Zion. Zion's is quicker, I know that. I think Kawhi's easier to green. Defensively, give me Kawhi Leonard. That's why I like Kawhi more. I think it's close. I think it's really close. But I do like Kawhi Leonard just that little bit more. Coming in at number 9 for me is Chris Mullin. Every time I use Chris Mullin, I get more and more impressed with the card. It's kind of a weird thing, but it's the truth. Every time I use this card, I get more impressed with him. Movement-wise is good. Shooting-wise, incredible. Defensively is probably where I'm most impressed with him. I think this is one of the most underrated cards in the entire game. Just because he came out at the same time as Cedric and really overshadowed Cedric. It's crazy that I did not run Chris Mullin in the 250K tournament. One of my biggest regrets. Coming in at number 8, Patrick Ewing. I have a love-hate relationship with Patrick. I really do. It's a love-hate relationship. I love the card, but at the same time, sometimes I hate him. Jump shot 4 on quick is a good release. Ewing's upper is just weird with it. If he wasn't so good on defense, though, I just would not love the card. But seems like he hits every white because he does have the Hall of Fame sniper. Great shooting badges, 7 feet tall at the 4. What's there not to like about Patrick Ewing? That's the bigger question. At number 7 here, I do got King James. Why is he at number 7? It's just because we got better cards. But you want the best on-ball defender in the game? Here you go, LeBron James. Combine that, LeBron James base on quick, which on next gen is straight up and down. Current gen leaves a little bit to be desired, but one of the best overall cards in the entire game. Coming in at number 7. At number 6, in my opinion, the best center in the game, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I can't even shoot with this card. I probably take an average of, I probably take 1 3 every 3 games with the card, and he's still the best center in the game. What he does defensively, no other center can replicate or even come close to replicating. This Kareem card isn't close to the Kareems that we've seen in past years, but he is still the best center right now in the game. Cedric Maxwell here, coming in at number 5. Now, if you've ever seen a guy that can move with Cedric like Nike Fiend, if you've ever seen him play, Cedric is Zeus on this game, man. I'm telling y'all right now, Cedric Maxwell is literally Zeus on this game. But problem is, most of you guys aren't going to be able to move with Cedric like that. Jump shot 3 on very quick, great defender. Obviously there's a lot to love with the card. I do think when it comes down to it, the best shooting guard in the entire game. Coming in at number 4. I just said Kareem was the best center in the game, so why is David Robinson at number 4? Well, it's because I play him at power forward. I prefer David Robinson over Patrick Ewing. When it comes down to it, it's that simple. That's why David Robinson is at number 4. Patrick Ewing is at number 8. D-Rob based on quick, good tendencies. Release-wise, it's preference. David Robinson and Patrick Ewing is preference. I just think D-Rob gives me that little bit more compared to a guy like Patrick Ewing. Cracking down the top 3. At number 3, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hotspots from both quarters, incredible badge-wise. You don't even have to apply anything. The best defensive player in the entire game. I'm not saying on-ball defender because I like Brown on ball more than Giannis, but the best defensive player in the entire game. I just don't see how you beat it. Giannis is him on this game. 83 3-ball. Giannis base on quick. What more can you ask for out of Giannis? At number 2, I'm plugging in Luka Doncic. This is one of the most controversial ones, but I do think there's one card better than Luka. Now, on next gen, I do think Luka has a slight advantage, but on current gen, I don't even think it's close. Obviously, Luka, the reason he's good is because he can play decent enough defense. The reason he's good is because the Luka based on very quick. That's why Luka Doncic is who he is. That's why he is so good on this game, is because of those things. I like Luka quite a bit in 2K. I think, and when it comes down to it, he's the cheesiest card in the game, the most annoying player to probably play against. But I think this card right here is right now our overall best card in the entire game. And that's Dark Matter Michael Jordan. 6'6", 6'11 wingspan. Let's start with the release. MJ's based on very quick. Such an easy release to time. Tough to get a really good contest on. I love it. Quick dribble style. Scotty behind the back. And just great dribble sigs as he is. Trae Young dribble sigs all the way around. Michael Jordan is the most complete card in this entire game. Offensively, defensively, attacking the rim, shooting the ball, making plays. Just overall, the best all-around card in the entire game. I want to know who I missed out on. Did you guys want Steph Curry on this list? Did I miss out on him? Or did I miss out on a guy that you guys might have wanted to see, like in Bill Walton, Robert Parrish? I want to know that down below in the comments. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.